is a funeral for the year that passed and a birth in the silence of this very moment. Something is shifting. You can feel it in the weight of the air and the quiet unease that settles in your chest when the world goes still. Most people are preparing for a celebration, a superficial transition from one number to another, blinded by the noise of resolutions that will be forgotten by morning. But you are here because you sense the truth. The transition ahead is not a celebration. It is a reckoning. What is coming on New Year's Eve is not a clean slate provided by a calendar, but a confrontation with the reality you have been trying to outrun. The prophecy isn't written in the stars or hidden in a mystical void. It is etched into the very fabric of your character and the momentum of your soul. You are standing at the threshold of a year that will demand a version of you that does not yet exist. Think about the cycles you have lived through. How many times have you promised yourself that the next chapter would be different, only to find the same ghosts of hesitation, fear, and lack of discipline waiting for you at the door? The warning is this: the window for mediocrity has closed. The world is becoming more chaotic, more demanding, and more unforgiving to those who remain asleep. If you enter this new cycle with the same internal landscape, you are not moving toward a new beginning. You are walking deeper into a trap. This is the moment where the divide becomes permanent. There are those who will be crushed by the coming pressures, and those who will be forged by them. Which one are you? Look at your hands. Look at the life you have built. If everything you have were taken away tomorrow, what remains? This is the question the universe is about to ask you. The upcoming shift is a stripping away of illusions. We live in an era of digital noise and emotional fragility, where we have traded our inner sovereignty for temporary comfort. But comfort is a predatory loan. It charges interest until you are bankrupt of spirit. The prophetic weight of this new year is the realization that you can no longer afford the luxury of being a bystander in your own mind. You have treated your life as a dress rehearsal, waiting for a sign, waiting for permission, waiting for the right time. That time has expired. Do you feel the tension? That is the friction between who you are and who you are meant to be. Most people spend their lives trying to numb that friction. They drink, they scroll, they argue, and they seek validation from strangers to quiet the screaming voice of their own potential. But as the clock strikes midnight, that voice will only grow louder. You cannot hide from yourself in a crowd. You cannot hide from the truth in a party. The warning is urgent because the pace of the world is accelerating. And if you do not have life, acknowledge every failure, every weakness, a centered, disciplined core, you will be swept away by the currents of anxiety and comparison. Consider the Stoic perspective on time. We think we are waiting for life to happen. But life is happening now, and it is dying every second. New Year's Eve is a reminder of your mortality, it for the year to come. But a birth without labor is impossible. You must be willing to endure the pain of transformation. What parts of you are you willing to let die tonight? What habits, what excuses, what toxic attachments are you clinging to as if they were lifelines, when in reality they are anchors dragging you to the bottom? You might believe that the future is something that happens to you, but the future is something you inhabit based on the choices you make in the dark. The warning I saw is the sight of millions of people entering the new year with hope but no plan, with desires but no discipline, and with prayers but no work. They are waiting for a savior, for a market shift, for a lucky break, or for a political change to fix their internal state. They are looking outward when the storm is brewing inward. True prophetic vision is seeing the cause and effect of your own actions. If you do not master your emotions now, the coming year will master them for you. If you do not build a fortress of self-control, the world will invade your peace without resistance. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Usually the thing you fear most is the very thing you must do. The new year is coming like a tidal wave. For the surfer, it is an opportunity for greatness. For the unprepared, it is a disaster. The difference is not the wave, but the skill and the positioning. You have been positioned in a place of comfort for too long. You have allowed your mind to become soft. You have prioritized being liked over being respected, especially by the person in the mirror. There is a profound silence that comes when you finally stop lying to yourself. In that silence, you realize that you have everything you need to endure whatever is coming, but you must claim it. You must reclaim your attention. You must reclaim your will. The world wants you distracted because a distracted person is easy to control. A person who is focused, who is disciplined, and who understands the power of their own soul is a threat to the status quo. As the countdown begins, do not look at the sky for a sign. Look at your own reflection. The warning is that you are running out of excuses. The universe is done listening to your some days. The coming year will be a mirror. If you bring chaos, you will receive chaos. If you bring order, you will find peace amidst the storm. This is the law of the harvest. You cannot plant seeds of hesitation and expect to reap a harvest of strength. The transition is here. It is not about the fireworks or the noise. It is about the quiet commitment you make when no one is watching. It is about the moment you decide that you would rather die than remain the same. The urgency you feel is your soul trying to wake you up before the door locks. Do not go back to sleep. Do not let the celebration distract you from the mission. Now, go into the dark. Sit with the reality of your and every missed opportunity without judgment, but with absolute clarity. Then decide. Decide that the person who enters the next year is not a continuation of the person who left the last one. The prophecy is simple. Your life will be exactly what you tolerate. Stop tolerating your own weakness. Stand up, breathe, face the horizon. The storm is coming, and you are the only one who can decide if you will be the wreckage or the lighthouse. Choose now, for the clock is already ticking, and the world will not wait for you to be ready.